Hello, hello. Hi, Bronnie. How are you?
Oh, going
Great to
well.
see you. Oh,
Been
good.
looking forward to this.
Oh, excellent. Me too. I've been thinking about this all day, knowing that we were going to be connecting tonight. And oh my goodness, I'm so excited if I'm honest with you. And we might just wait for a few minutes. We never know who's going to jump online with
Yes,
the.
I've put messages all day into the groups, and here they are. They're starting to come on. Hi, Zeal.
Amazing. Yes, we might just wait for a few moments and I would love to hear, just as we're kicking off, what is it that you are proud of in yourself?
Proud of myself is I've had a few terrible 2 weeks, and I'm back in my driver's seat. I came back on Monday and I said to the team, I'm back in my driver's seat and I'm going forward. I've had a win today with reaching out to get people on the bundle that's on the promotion at the moment, and two have said they will contact me on the weekend.
Oh, how wonderful, Bron. That is fantastic. Congratulations.
They're customers that haven't been customers for probably 18 months, but
Wow.
they do understand. They're elderly. They do understand that we need to definitely get more protein, and Perform is definitely the message.
Amazing. And what a beautiful bundle. And for those of you that don't know about the bundle, it's really exciting and it has a beautiful payment plan to it available as well to make it nice and convenient for our customers, which is really exciting. And it's just such a great way to get that protein, 25 grams of protein into our bodies. I know myself and my husband, we love it as well. And it's just been such a great addition into really our nutrition and looking after ourselves as well. So that's super exciting. We can see some of you just jumping on in here. Hi, Simone. Hello, Zeal. Hey, Melissa. Shandell can see that you're jumping on here as well. If you can, we would love, love, love for you to bring yourself on to bring your camera on, unless you're driving or unless you can't actually join us. We'd love to see your faces. There's nothing otherwise. Otherwise, if we can just see your name, I'm just gonna assume that you're naked and that you can't come online. Okay. So we like to have a lot of fun on these events as well. Who's ready to have some fun tonight? Yeah, super cool, super cool. So just as we're getting started, Bronnie just shared the things that she is proud of in herself, taking advantage of the incredible bundle that we have going on right now. Else would love to share what it is that you are proud of in yourself. Simone, would you like to come off mute?
Hi all.
Hi, how are you, beautiful?
Yeah, good. Good,
Great to
good.
see you.
Yes, I know. Finally, I was able to coordinate children and juggle work and everything else.
Yay, life is a dance, right? Who else had to coordinate stuff to be here tonight? Yeah, well done, Zil. Well done. So, man, what are you proud of in yourself?
Probably getting just in terms of the business side of things, I think just being really open and raw with
Mm.
what it really does mean to me. Sort of digging beneath just that kind of the superficial nice stuff and actually being able to share that. And making it fun. I think I'm just trying to have more fun with it, show the fun side and stop being so serious about everything.
Oh, who would love to have more fun and stop being so serious, right? Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? When having fun, we feel good, don't we? We feel fabulous, we are fabulous, and we do fabulous, right? Fabulous. That's our word for tonight. Who wants to feel more fabulous for tonight? Yeah, fun speeds up the manifestation process because we're feeling good. You know, and when we're resonating that energy, it's amazing what we attract into our world when we're focusing on what it is that we need to be focusing in on as well. So, Simone, well done. Can I just say congratulations? Because that's huge. You know, sharing your authenticity as well and not just the superficial stuff. Who's been there before where they've just been really superficial? It's just kind of been, you know, top layer, people not really hearing your real story and your authentic self. And from my own experience, what I know to be true is that when we are able to be open and honest with the challenges that we're having in our world, and you know the challenges that we've had and how we're overcoming them, it gives people that opportunity because we're being vulnerable. It gives people an opportunity to look into their own world and say, oh my gosh, you know what, that's me too, and she gets me, right? And that's the beautiful thing about attraction marketing as well, is because you're speaking to your beautiful audience. Your people are out there, right? Your people are waiting to come into your world and cross those paths with you. So that's really exciting, Simone. Congratulations. Shondell, what are you proud of in yourself, my friend?
Sorry, I was just going to find my other glasses because I can't see people's faces. So I was just carrying you around the house. I think at the moment I'm proud of myself for not giving up. Because there's days where I go, oh yeah, no, this is, you know, just too much happening or whatever. But there just comes a point where I'm like actually, no, just continue on, just keep going, even if it's slow progress. Progress is good. Slow progress is good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think just not giving in and not giving up and just keep plodding along.
Amazing. So good. Who else has felt like giving up before? It's like, this is all way too hard. Yeah, we all feel like that along the way. And what I find is that when we focus on, you know, our purpose and our passion and what it is that's truly important to us, it gives us that intrinsic motivation just to keep, what's that next baby step? What's that next baby step as well? Shandell, that's really awesome. Congratulations. Zeal, I can see you there. Hello, beautiful. Great to have you joining us. What are you proud of in yourself?
Oh, it's actually pretty similar to Shondell, what she just said. I was reflecting the other day and I'm one order away from hitting senior partner, and I thought, oh, but it's taking me so long. But then I thought, you know what? I've stuck with it, and right now persistence is my strength, and I'm not looking at giving up anytime soon. I know I can do it. I just need to simplify things. So I changed how I was looking at it basically. And I thought, you know what? I'm really proud of that. And yeah, we'll keep going.
Well done. It's incredible how a shift in our perspective just changes everything around, doesn't it? You know,
Yeah.
I remember it was Dr. Dwayne Dwyer who said that when we change the way we look at things, the look of things change, don't they? That's awesome, Zil. Congratulations. And one more customer away. And like you're like, it is done, right? It is done. Yay, that's super exciting. Melissa, hello, I can see you there. I'm not sure if you're able to join us. Hi, Erica, I can see you there as well. Welcome, welcome. Melissa, would you like to bring yourself onto camera if you can? Love to hear from you. What are you proud of in yourself?
Hello, sorry, I'm actually driving.
Totally okay. We can hear you still.
Awesome. So I'm actually proud of the fact that I am getting on these calls even when I think I'm not going to be able to. Life has been incredibly hectic, but if there's one thing I've tried to do where I can, it's watch the recordings or be on the calls as much as I can. So no matter where I am, I'm still soaking it in.
Amazing. That is super cool. And isn't that the beautiful thing? You know, I remember, you know, going through my own chapter in the very early years of my own business. You know, my goodness, 24 years ago now, when I first started in my own business within a network marketing profession as well, that's what got me out of my corporate world, working 13 years straight, 7 days a week with a brand new baby, right? So those of you that don't have a lot of time on your hands, I totally get where you're coming from. I remember, and I was actually talking to a lady earlier today just about how to chunk in those little stolen moments throughout your day. And I remember actually going out in my lunch break when I was at work and just sitting in my car, and my car became my office. Anybody else has their car, like using it like an office, or, you know, that's like your telephone exchange going on. It's your university on wheels. Like, we're just being the best version of ourselves, being in the car. And I really, really want to commend you on that as well, because those of you who are looking at creating time freedom and money freedom, or whatever it is that's important to you, your freedom is on the other side of those connections and those conversations that you're having right now. And imagine that this is just for a short chapter. Okay, it's not forever. I can promise you that. And it's so worth it. It is so, so worth it. So well done, Melissa, for being here. And can I also just commend each and every single one of you just for being here tonight? Like, just for making it a priority that you're going to break through and create the business and the life and the impact that you are here to make. Who's ready for more in their life and in their world? Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Erica, I can see you there. Hello, gorgeous. Would you like to come off mute and let us know, what are you proud of in yourself?
Well, that's a tricky one because I'm not feeling very proud of myself at the moment. I'm feeling a bit stuck. So I'm really excited to be here and try and get the next little motion going. So
Yes.
I'm feeling like I'm letting myself down a little bit by not doing the steps that I should be doing. So
yeah, got it.
but obviously I'm still working full time. I've got 3 kids. I'm, you know, proud of myself for those sorts of things. But just in the Juice Plus world, I'm feeling a little bit behind the 8 ball, to be honest.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you for being so open and honest, Erica. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah.
If we were to look in your world, what is it that you're proud of in yourself, in your world, whether it's in your private world, your family? What are you proud of?
Family. I feel like I'm a really good mum and hands-on mum. So I'm really quite good at my job that I do day to day. So I am proud of myself in those sorts of respects. So definitely feel proud of myself for aspects of things. That's a good thing.
Amazing. Well done. Well, let's tonight's going to be really epic for you. Anybody else that's feeling stuck right now, maybe even feeling a bit disempowered. Is anyone feeling like that? Or maybe things just aren't moving, the way that you want them to. Is anyone feeling like that? Or anyone want to get into more flow where you're actually attracting into your world what it is that you actually want? Are you excited about that? Yeah, I'm excited about that as well. Stacey, I can see you there, and we did have Alex there a moment ago. Stacey, I don't know if you can bring yourself off mute, and love to hear you share. What are you proud of in yourself, if you can? Hey,
Hi,
lovely.
everyone. Can you hear me?
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Great. What are you proud of in yourself, my friend?
Just my whole mindset shift. That's been changing this year for me. Like, I came from teaching to this, and I've just come from like such a toxic work environment, and I'm just noticing how much more positive I am throughout my days, and just talking those positive affirmations to myself, and just doing what I love now. I love health and wellness, and this has been like the perfect just career move for myself.
Oh, amazing. Well done. Well, congratulations for being here, and for each and every one of you who are here with us tonight. I'm so excited about what we're going to be sharing. Jessie Lee, I can see you there as well. Hello, beautiful lady. I'm so excited to be moving forward with you tonight. Let me know, can you see the Juice Plus screen in front of you right now? Yeah, I'm just going to flick screens here. Can you still see that in front of you? Yeah, okay, great, awesome. Me and tech, like tech is not my zone of genius, right? Mindset and helping people to heal themselves is my zone of genius. If I get some tech stuff out of whack tonight, I'm sure you guys can help me out. Who's ready to help Kath out if I get stuck with the tech? Yeah? Okay, let's keep this super simple. You know, tonight is really exciting, and what I'd love for you to do right now is to grab out a fresh new sheet of paper. If you've got your journal there, if you've got your favorite pen to write with, we're going to talk a little bit about being disempowered and stuck, right? And moving over into feeling empowered and flow. Okay. So right now, and I'm not sure if you knew, but right now, 97% of the world is disempowered and in stuck mode. Okay. And when we're in disempowered and we're stuck, there's just no growth, right? There's no solution to any problem. And so that's why it's so important for us to get into empowered and in flow. Now, things might not be your fault, but they are your responsibility. And this is a fundamental concept. So what I'd love for you to do is, on your piece of paper that you've got in front of you, on the left-hand side, I'd love for you to write disempowered and stuck. And on the right-hand side, write down empowered and flow, and a nice big line right down the middle there. Okay? And what I'd love to know is that when you're feeling disempowered and stuck, what is it that you experience? Who would love to share? Maybe you could type it in the comments below, or you could come off mute. I love for these to be interactive as well and not me just chatting to you. But who would love to come off mute and share with me what you experience when you're just feeling stuck or when you're disempowered? You might like to share it in the comments there.
I'm happy to.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Shandell.
So probably when I'm disempowered and stuck, I withdraw, and I become a little bit passive, so I don't engage much.
Yeah, got it. Does anybody else feel like that? We kind of go into hiding. I know I do. Absolutely. Yeah, Jessie Lee, frustrated and very introverted. Yeah, me too. I know I can go and crawl into my little cave, or I jump on the lounge with my bag of chips and my soda water and watch Netflix. Anybody else? Right? Yeah, me too. Feeling anger, we feel frustrated, right? Yeah, thanks for sharing, Shandell. Anyone else? How else do you feel, or what do you notice when you're disempowered? So Stacey, yes, overwhelmed. Who else experiences overwhelm? Yeah, got it, for sure. What else do you experience? Ronnie?
Doubt.
Doubt, yes, doubt can come up for us as well. Yeah. Failure? Yeah, what else? Uninspired zeal. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. That's the thing, you know, we relax and we stop, don't we? We tend to blame people around us. Like we blame everyone else or everything else around us. We kind of say things like, you know, that happened to me. Like we look for excuses as well. Simone, yes, we procrastinate. Yeah. And we don't, we also don't take ownership of the issues or the challenges that are in front of us because we're so busy focusing on the problems, right? We call this a victim mentality. When we focus on the things that we don't want, so we get more of the things that we don't want, right? We can't see the solutions. But what about when you're empowered and when you're in flow? What do we experience then? Yeah, confidence, Simone, for sure. What else do we experience?
Success.
Yeah, success. Absolutely. You know, we've got that ability to respond to a situation, don't we? Yeah, Jessie Lee, we experience joy and excitement, right? I'm in charge of my mind. And when I'm in charge of my mind, I'm the one driving the bus, aren't I? I am in control. We're moving forward. Yes, Zeal, we've got high energy, don't we, Erica? Like we're looking for solutions. It's like, I can fix this. I'm in control. Yeah. Yeah. A sense of calm at the same time. Absolutely. And what we all know is that we just can't change others, can we? So thinking about with the circumstances in your life, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in your Juice Plus business, are you currently at disempowered and stuck? Or are you at empowered and flow in the circumstances in your life? Because if you're not 100% at empowered and in flow, you're at disempowered and stuck. There's just no in between. Yeah. It's like when we're sitting on the fence, it's really uncomfortable, especially when you're a boy. You either got to go one side of the fence or another, right? There's just no sitting on the fence. And we can't always control what happens in life. You can, however, choose what it is that you do with it, right? How you react, your attitude, the meaning that you give it, and what it is that you do next. Yeah, once you move from that disempowered and stuck to empowered and flow, that's when you can then move on to the solution. It's rapid change, it's massive action, right? Life is starting to shift. Things are really beginning to move. And who would agree that growth in the beginning can be a bit daunting, can't it? Like it can be challenging, it can be quite confusing as well. Fear can come up for us. And when we notice these things, you know that you're in a good space because they're all keys to our growth. So we get to face them, we get to embrace them. So we must be ready to value the growth zone over the comfort zone, right? Because when you have a look at the fruit on the tree, we've got to go out on a limb, don't we? Whereas if we stay hugging the trunk of the tree, it's really safe and we're secure and we're comfortable, but we can't get the fruit. So if we want that fruit, we're going to walk out onto the branch and, that fear can come up. What if the branch breaks? What if I'm not safe here? Right? So we must leave the old comfort zone and embrace the growth zone because that soon becomes that new comfort zone. It's like when we take that elastic band and we stretch out that elastic band, it never goes back to its original shape, doesn't it? Because it's expanded and it's grown. So do I have permission to nudge you into empowered and flow if I need to? Who's up for that tonight? If that is you, give me a number 2 in the comments box. Because really everything is a choice, right? Especially our reactions to an event. And an example to that might be something like, he made me feel like that. No, you chose to feel that way. Okay. So what I'd love for you to do is to go ahead and put a big cross through disempowered and stuck. And you can go ahead and put a circle or a love heart around empowered and flow, because this is one of the biggest tools for producing change. When you look back at a negative event or a situation and you have that mentality that it happened to you, that puts you at disempowered and stuck. You're pretty much powerless to do anything. But when something happens and you ask, well, how did I make that happen? Or how am I responsible for this? Or even better, why did this happen for me? And that question then helps you to find the responsibility, which then helps you to then change that behavior, right? So if you're constantly blaming someone else or something else for the pain that you're in, you literally become powerless to do anything about it. Okay. And so why is this important? Why is this learning so effective? It's because it allows us to take responsibility. And when we take responsibility, it's the ability to respond. We're then in the driver's seat of our destiny and our life. Okay. I remember when I was really unwell, in the very beginning part of my health and wellness journey, you know, a good 15 or 16 years ago. And then when Juice Plus came into my world 7 or 8 years ago now, when I was really unwell with endometriosis and autoimmune problems that I was experiencing, all the inflammation that I had in my body, what was I doing? I was in victim mode. I was blaming the doctors, the medication. I was blaming the hospital system, the operations. I was blaming everything for the painful experience I was having, right? So I was very much in victim of my illness, and I was just getting sicker and sicker and sicker, right? And so thank you, Jessie Lee, for letting me know that. I've just got the waiting room just there. Everybody's in. So then when I took responsibility of my illness and I began living a healthy lifestyle, my body started to heal itself as well, right? So that's a really cool thing to remember as we get into taking responsibility for our world. Now, the structure of reality. There are over 11 million bits of information that's given at any one moment. Okay, so can you imagine our brain, our mind being like this supercomputer software where it's constantly downloading all of those million bits of information, right? And what our brain does is it only takes in 40 bits of all that information that's downloaded, right? And what's more sustainable for us. But which ones does it actually download? Well, that depends on you. It depends on your past. It depends on your environment, your beliefs, Shondell, right? Your values, Stacey, and also your mood at the time, Erica. So do you think that it would be reasonable to say that not everybody's 40 bits of information that they've downloaded is the same? It's definitely not, right? Because we've all got different experiences, values, beliefs, and moods, right? And so what happens is that we generalize, we distort, and we delete information all the time. So next time you're arguing with someone, maybe they're 100% right for them, and maybe you're 100% right for yourself. Like, does that not blow your mind away? Because we all download different bits of information, okay? So what I'd love to move on to now is a little bit about how our brain actually works, okay? I love neuroscience. I love the science behind how our mind works, how our brain works, and then I love the metaphysical as well. So when you have a look at the left-hand side of this diagram, you can see here that there are things that we don't know that you don't know. We call this your blind spot. So right now, you've got a bunch of beliefs that are sitting in the deepest subconscious and unconscious parts of your mind that you don't even know are there, that are actually creating the physical reality and the life that you're experiencing right now. There are things that you do know, okay? And this is in our conscious mind. So in our conscious mind, there's things that we know. We also call that our awareness, right? Who's heard of that? You probably hear this terminology a lot, yeah? So this is the stuff that's in our awareness. We already know. Then there are things that we know that we don't know, okay? So we go and learn it. We go and acquire that knowledge, right? And then there are things that you think you know, okay? Again, it comes back to learning and knowledge. All of this part on the right-hand side is all very much knowledge-based and facts-based, very conscious thinking. The left-hand side, about 95% of that, which is the part of the unconscious and subconscious mind that we don't even know is there, okay? So what we're going to talk about a little bit tonight is about the unconscious mind. So what does your unconscious mind actually do? The prime directives of the unconscious mind is really important. The number one thing that it does is it preserves the body, okay? The second thing is that it's like a servant. It likes to follow orders. So it likes to be told what to do. That's why affirming what it is that you want with energy, with joy, with presence, with power, professing that over your life and your business is so powerful because you're giving your mind that unconscious mind direction, yeah? It's also a very highly moral being. It stores our memories. It's very symbolic. So for those of you who love vision board, it loves symbols and metaphors, okay? And it doesn't process a negative either. So I have a lot of people come to me and like, Kath, like I'm in debt. I've got in my affirmations and I've got on my vision board that I don't want debt. But the mind and the brain doesn't hear the words don't want. It actually cancels that out, okay? All it hears is the word debt. Does that make sense? So when it hears debt all the time, even though consciously we say, I don't want debt, it hears debt, so you're going to keep getting debt. Does that make sense? Give me a number 1 if that has landed for you. So we want to make sure, and the other word that is really powerful is the word try. Anything that comes after the word try cancels out. I'm going to try and exercise tomorrow. Your brain just won't make it happen because it cannot compute the word try. Okay, really exciting to learn this stuff. So basically your unconscious mind saves you, and the easiest way to explain this is by looking at this diagram. So you can see the C for the conscious mind at the top part of your diagram there, and the UC, which is unconscious mind, in the bottom half. Your conscious mind is like the boss of a big company and can order the unconscious mind around. But if the unconscious doesn't want to do it, it just won't do it. Okay? It's like someone who smokes. Okay? They know consciously that it's not good for them, right? So Barbie, that it stinks, right? And that it's expensive, Stacey, right? But no matter what they do, they end up going for that smoke. Their unconscious mind wins a silent battle, right? Because it says, well, we always smoke. It relaxes me. It's me time. Until you work with the issue unconsciously on an unconscious level, Bronnie, and let the mind know that it's actually safe to let go of this, it'll take much longer to release the problem. Okay? Who knows someone in their world that is shy? Give me a number 3 in the box if you know someone that's shy. You may even know this person personally, very personally. Okay, so you know when people are shy or they play small in life, it's usually due to their childhood. Let me explain this a little bit further. See, when we were born as a baby, we're born with really basic emotions. We're not born judging others. We're not born with shame or guilt or anxiety or depression. There is no depression or anxiety gene. We learn this and we mimic our parents or those that we're closest to. We're not born doubting ourselves, right? We are born with pure love and wonder and complete trust. And then our unconscious mind, remember that's the one that keeps us safe, goes into survival mode. And that's the job of the unconscious. It holds all of our memories and our lessons and it keeps us safe. So imagine this, a beautiful baby girl is born, full of giggles, love, wonder. Who's got some small children in their world? I've got a whole bunch of them. If you don't have any, you can borrow ours, okay? I'll show you how full of life they are, right? Full of love and wonder. And this little girl grows into a naturally like an energetic toddler with lots to say. Give me number 4 in the comments if you know some toddlers that have got lots and lots of things to say, right? And so what happens is that as she starts to get told to, she might even get a smack on her bottom or her hand for talking too loud or being in her free state zeal, right? Her unconscious mind, Erica, will put her into protection mode to quieten her down. And when that child gets older, she may be called shy as a label. And when this young girl turns into a woman and she's needing to get a job, meet a mate, make friends, build her Juice Plus business and change people's lives, she finds it so hard, no matter how conscious she is of wanting to get over being shy, her unconscious will not let her until it's safe, until it knows it's safe to do so. Okay, so as you can see in the diagram here, our unconscious mind is formed in the first 7 years of our life. And then with those programs and that safety, we're literally those little people and just repeating ourselves as we, get a year older. We just live as that through the lens of that little 7-year-old child. Okay. So in the unconscious mind, as you can see here, we have beliefs, and that's what we're going to work on tonight. We also have values and morals and memories and emotion. And there's some emotions there as well that are toxic, that are not serving us anymore, whether that's anger and frustration, whether that's depression and anxiety, whether that's grief and sadness. Okay. We get to clear those out as well. And I have done a training around clearing those negative emotions that are no longer serving you anymore. Okay. So having a look at this next slide here, as you can see on the left on this diagram, we have our emotions and our beliefs. And if you think of these in a positive way, our emotions and our beliefs create our thoughts. Our thoughts create the behavior, and the behavior causes a result. See, we're always manifesting. I have people all the time say, Kath, I'd love to learn how to manifest. I'm like, honey, you're already manifesting. You're already getting a result. But a lot of people are getting a result that they actually don't want because they're focusing on what it is they don't want. So what we need to do is we need to clear these emotions, and we need to clear the toxic beliefs that are just in your way. Okay. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Who is ready and excited to clear the limiting beliefs that are keeping you stuck and disempowered? If that's you, put a number 5 in the comments below. So then what you're going to notice is that these behaviors, when we have that mud pie sitting there that's clogging all of those pipes of abundance, because I just want you to imagine there's energy, which is like the flow of abundance that comes through those pipes. And if there's mud pie that's just sitting there, like limiting beliefs and the negative emotions, they're blocking that flow of abundance and joy and freedom and money and energy coming to you. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to unblock some of that from those beliefs. Yeah, I'm super excited for this for you tonight. Because what happens is as that's sitting there, it causes destructive behaviors. And those behaviors are self-sabotaging. What does that show up like? It shows up like procrastination. It shows up like distraction. It shows up like you're busy and you're doing the work, you're taking the masculine action, right? But you're not getting the result that you actually want. You're not getting the outcome, the desired outcome. Okay. So who is experiencing those self-sabotaging symptoms right now? You notice yourself getting distracted? Yeah. Thank you, Erica. Thank you for being honest. Thank you, Stacey. Whether that's doubt that comes up. Yeah, absolutely. And we're human. And all that tells us is that as we notice those symptoms, they're just showing that there's something going on a deeper level that's just clogging that flow. Okay. And that's what we're going to take care of tonight with at least the beliefs. Now, when we get rid of these beliefs that are holding you back, it causes better thoughts, right? It causes positive behavior, which then causes the results that you actually want. Okay. I'm not going to talk about the caudate nucleus too much tonight, but for those of you who are interested in neuroscience, you can go and Google that one. I'm just really mindful of our time here tonight, and I want to make sure that I honor your time as well. But the caudate nucleus is where you have the programming in our mind, and this is why taking action is super, super important. because it's one thing to delete the negative beliefs. It's another thing to profess and to affirm what it is that you want and declare what you want in your world, in your business, and in your life, having that vision. Okay. But the third important step to manifestation is taking action, not any action, but action that you feel good about. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about that when we finish tonight. So I'm really excited to share this process with you because it works with the 5 dimensions. Why we get instant change within minutes with this process is it because it works on the conscious level. It works on the unconscious mind level. It also works on a physical and a cellular level with energy and soul and spirit. Okay. So when most people are doing their personal development or their mindset work, which is very conscious, and it takes lots of repetition to then see that change within weeks and months and potentially years. Okay. We get to see things really naturally falling into place. I had a conversation with a lady who is part of our beautiful community, Lee, and she did this process about 5 weeks ago. She also cleared her negative emotions as well, struggling with anxiety, struggling with depression, not moving forward in her business. She was really stuck. She did these processes, and when we caught up today, she's in flow, she's having conversations, she feels good, she feels free, she feels joy. And when you step into the truth of who you are and what you are born for, I promise you it will set you free. Free in your own personal freedom, free in your business, free in your life. Who wants to just feel more free? Are you excited for that? Yeah, absolutely. Free in our emotional well-being. It's really, really exciting. So I've got goosebumps as well, Simone, and this is a really powerful process as well. So for those of you who may be watching this on replay, or if you're watching this now and perhaps you're driving a car, this is a time to press pause and stop, because I'm actually going to be asking you guys to close your eyes, and you definitely can't be doing that while you're driving. Right? We want to make sure that you guys are safe. So with that, who's ready to go through this process and get rid of some of this junk that's been in your way, keeping you stuck? If you're ready for a breakthrough, type breakthrough in the comments below. Erica, I can see you're ready there too, girlfriend. Let's do this. So I usually play beautiful, relaxing music. This is probably going to be one of the most, what's the word I'm looking for? I've lost it. Effortless. That's the word. Most effortless process you're ever going to do. Okay. That causes massive shifts because we're working with at the unconscious level. We're going to be accessing the deepest recesses of your mind. But the first thing that I'd love to do is that if you've got some music and you would love to play that in your background, you're more than welcome to play some relaxing music. I just can't play it because YouTube doesn't allow us to record and then share the recording if I play music here. So if you've got some music that you'd like to play that's relaxing, you're more than welcome to do that now. If you have any children around or if you have any pets around, I strongly suggest that you ensure that they're being taken care of, that they can't disturb you or jump on your lap, because the last thing that we want is a trauma response, because you're going to be feeling relaxed tonight as well as we go through this. And what I'd love for you to do is, just as we get started, I'd love for you just to close your eyes and just pop your hand on your heart for a moment and just connect in with yourself. I like to go through this with you as well. And just taking in a nice deep breath in through your nose. It's out through your mouth. In through your nose again. And out through your mouth. And what's the first word that comes to mind when I say these words? I'm not worthy of. And I'd like for you to write that down. As you close your eyes again, hand on your heart, I don't deserve. What comes up for you? You might like to write that down. And then what comes after, I won't. I can't. And then I'm not. Would anyone like to share what came up for you? Did anyone have?
Brave. I'm going to be brave, Kathy.
Yeah,
because
awesome, Jessie Lee.
it's
Thank
Mark's
you.
birthday today, and that's my fiance who passed away. And to be honest, I wasn't going to be on this call, and I thought, you know what, the truth is, and just quickly, the reason why I have gotten through so much pain in the last, I think it's been 8 years now, is because I joined this business 2 years after losing Mark. And I thought, what a better way I'm going to get emotional, to honor him by showing up for myself tonight. And I've got my 2 beautiful children. Ryder's actually watching Hope while she's asleep on the couch. She fell asleep at the right time. And I was like, this all aligns so beautifully. So I'm going to be brave. And I've done this process before, and a few things, it's changed, but it's also still very raw, I think. Just my first one was, I'm not worthy of love. And I think this is where I've got the blockage with Scott, my new fiance. And that just brought a tear to my eye because he was so beautiful today. He messaged me and said, what are we having for dinner for Mark tonight? And he's just amazing. And I haven't completely let him in. And Bronnie knows me out of everyone in the whole world. And I think that's still been a major block in my business and my life because I haven't allowed him in fully.
Oh, Jessie Lee. Thank you for being so open and honest, my love. I truly appreciate you. And can I just really take this opportunity to acknowledge you just for being here and taking a stand for you and taking a stand for your beautiful family and honoring that. To really take a moment. Is anyone feeling touched by Jessie Lee and what she shared here tonight? Yeah. Me too. Jessie, can you see the impact that you're making in these beautiful, gorgeous souls' lives, or just you being authentic and real?
Yeah, I really want to thank you guys. I really wanted to show that, because I realized without this business and like with you just coming in the last couple of years or however long you've been here, Kathy, your light has been so very beautiful. And tonight, this training, I knew it was so much more. Juice Plus is so much more than just the product, And this is where I'm missing too, because I've gone into management mode. I haven't connected my team to these. Like I've told them to go on the call. I've asked them to go on the call. Sorry, I don't tell anyone anything. But this is where I love you, Zil. This is where I need to really reach out to my team. And this is where the gold is. Like it is where the personal development was what kept me here. And then the product has completely changed my life. So now I'm in flow, Kath. I really am. It might not look like it. I'm not showing up online as much, but I've realized this is my flow. And just allowing Scott and love in, and I'm not going to take up any more time, but just the love. I just felt that straight away. And I heard my higher self, my angels, the universe just say, you haven't allowed love in. And that's why I've got a big blockage. So thank you, Kathy.
There you go. There you go. That is massive. Did anybody else have that come up for them as well, that I'm not worthy of love? Yeah. Honestly, that one messes us up. It really does. Because when we think about love, love is abundance, right? When we are in that energy of love, which is the highest frequency that we can be in, hence why our gratitude practice is just so powerful. When we're in that space of love, we've really unblocked, our hearts are open, right? We're either in that protective state or our hearts are open with love. And when our hearts are open with love, that's where abundance is. Money is energy, right? Love is energy. Abundance is energy. And that is really powerful. So thank you so much, Jessie Lee, for sharing. I really appreciate you. Today's process, guys, like, it is a powerful method for creating instant change, right? This delete reset process works with the unconscious mind in a variety of ways. It includes healing those emotional traumas, right? Eradicating unwanted thoughts, emotions, and those behaviors. And behavioral change in an individual takes place at an unconscious level, right? So this process that we're going to go through tonight, it allows you to work at the unconscious level and release the effects of past negative experiences and really change that inappropriate programming, the stories, the beliefs that are there within minutes, right? And it allows you to gain that emotional control over your life as well, right? It's like those inappropriate emotional reactions, such as the bursts of anger or periods of apathy or depression, sadness, right? Anxiety, guilt, shame, chronic fear, right? That's what's responsible for preventing people from achieving the quality of life and the business that they desire, right? So limiting beliefs such as I'm not good enough, or I'll never be wealthy, or I don't deserve love, or I don't deserve a great marriage, they all create false limitations and the ability to create reachable and attainable goals and outcomes. So today, we're going to eliminate those unwanted beliefs that have come up for you as you connect into the higher self. Some of you may, relate to, love, God, divine, universe, whatever that is for you. If it's angels, for me, it's God. But you use whatever word is right for you. That is love at the end of the day, okay? Because that's what our community, if I can be completely honest with you, that is what differentiates the Juice Plus community. And what we all bring to the table here is we are good at loving on people, aren't we? I know you are, Stacey. Erica, I know you are, because you already said that you're a great mum. And look at everything that you've created in your own personal world. Bronnie, had 2 weeks out and you're back here being of service to your beautiful, gorgeous souls that you're linking arms with, right? Melissa, doing everything that you could to be on this call tonight, right? Barbie, getting on the yacht because you've made an impact in the world. Like, you all bring love, and that is what is so powerful about this community, because that's what we get to share with others. But for today, we're going to move on to our belief systems. So what I'd love for you to do is to take out your piece of paper and your pen, and as you've got those things that you've just written down, what I'd love for you to do is we're going to have some filing cabinets, okay, that we're going to have some a play with tonight. And inside these filing cabinets that you're going to go and find tonight using the power of your mind, there's stuff in there like the belief systems that are not serving you and that are holding you back, right? Just like old emotions that have been stuck in our body that once served us once upon a time, okay? There are times when, like, fear is really helpful. Like, if I released fear completely and fear didn't exist for me anymore, well, then what stops me from walking into oncoming traffic? Like, nothing. Yeah. that's serving me. That fear is actually serving me. It's literally keeping me safe and alive. Yeah. So the only thing in these filing cabinets that we're releasing or letting go of are the things that are holding us back, right? The things that are detrimental to us or things that are no longer serving us. It might have served us in our past, but it's not anymore. So looking at the belief systems that have come up for you tonight and looking at actually, we're going to delete those beliefs that you've got right now, and we're literally going to replace them. Okay. And so what you want to do is you want to have the I'm not worthy of, the I don't deserve, the I can't, the I won't, the I'm not. Have them already in front of you, because you're going to need those to refer to as we go through this process. So obviously we're going to start with your very first folder, which is the I'm not worthy of. So let's get that into your mind right now, whatever that was, because that's going to be the name of the folder. And you need to know when I say to pull out that first folder out of the filing cabinet, you're going to go, oh, yeah, that's my I'm not worthy of whatever folder. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give it a rating out of 10. We're going to describe it. We're going to see what it feels like in your body, see what it brings up for us. And then the process after that, I'm going to guide you through that. Okay? It's really simple. You are in control the whole time. We're going to be using the power of your imagination tonight. Okay? It's like watching a movie in your mind. Who's got a favorite movie that they like to watch? Anyone got a favorite movie that you'd like to type in the comments? Mine's Footloose. I really love Footloose, and I love Grease as my number 2 backup. Who's got a favorite movie that you're thinking of in your mind right now? Yeah, Dirty Dancing and Grease. Oh, yes, I love Grease. I was talking to someone in head office today and they've never seen Grease. Can you believe? I was so blown away. Right? Yeah, awesome. Great movies. Dirty Dancing seems to be a favorite tonight. That's a bit exciting. Told you we'd have some fun, right? Dirty Dancing, Pretty Woman, Barbie, of course. Pretty Woman's a great movie. I need to add these to my movie list. So that's what we're going to do. As you just literally use your imagination then to think of all of those great movies, we're going to use your imagination in the same way, and I'm going to take you through a movie in your mind. Okay? So when you are ready, I'd like for you just to get comfortable with both feet on the floor and both hands laying just lightly on your lap, just uncrossed, palms up. And what I'd like for you to do is I'd like for you to just look straight ahead, but I want you to just raise your vision by about 20%. Yep, and just breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, breathe deeply in through your nose, out of your mouth. And as you breathe out, just gently closing your eyes down and just relaxing even more on the place that you're sitting. Now I want you to imagine a ray of calming light that's shining through the top of your head and filling the back of your eyes, calming and filling and continuing down the back of your nose. Just filling your ears and your mouth down to the front of your throat, just soothing and calming. And now filling the shoulders. The shoulders can hold so much tension. And now feel that just drop out and feel the calming light fill your shoulders with calm, safety, relaxation. Now feel that soothing, calming light fill your chest, the tummy, hips, tops of the thighs. Just listening to my voice and feeling so relaxed now. And feel that relaxing light flowing to your shins, tops of the ankles, tops of your feet, reaching right out to the end of your toes. That's right, just feeling relaxed and comfortable. You're doing so well. And now feel that light just fill up under your feet to your heels, the back of your ankles to the calves. feeling even more relaxed now and feeling safe with my voice. The light now fills the back of the knees to the back of the thighs, and now all the way to the spine and spilling out to relax all the muscles, and any tension being held in the back now releasing, and feeling that calming, relaxing light, feeling the back of the neck now and all through the head. And in front of you now is a business building with a huge front door, and whatever you see, and whatever you don't, you don't. Whatever you experience will be just right for you. Your unconscious will go as fast as I tell it to. And you walk up 3 steps to the door and you open it with ease, and you see a plain and dull, long hallway in front of you. You walk up this long hallway towards a big brown door with the words Life Records on it. You push this door open with ease, ready to release all of these limiting beliefs. And you see a room full of filing cabinets, and you search for your filing cabinet. It's the one on the left. It's got your name on it. Can you see it? If you can see it, just nod your head. And walking over to your filing cabinet now, just opening up the bottom drawer with all those old belief systems that are no longer serving you, all those years of just crappy beliefs that have been on repeat, playing in your life like a broken record. I want you to go ahead and take out that first folder. The first folder that's around I'm not worthy of. And I want you to just notice what color it is. Is it small, medium? Is it a thick file? Maybe it's super heavy. Maybe it's organized and neat. And I want you to give that folder a rating out of 10. 10 being the biggest, and gosh, it might even feel like 100 in your body, whatever it is. Just paying attention, and just for the very first time, you're going to see on the other side of the room, there's a huge industrial shredder and there's a raging hot furnace. And soon you're going to actually dispose of that folder. And you can do that however you like. But before you do that, I'm going to ask your unconscious mind for full permission to safely release that old story, this old belief system that's not serving you anymore. And when that feels like a yes, because you can see how beneficial it will be to release it, I want you to pick up your pen and start writing. If that is a lie, what is the truth? What is the biggest positive lesson that you can learn by releasing that old lie, that old story? What are you free to believe now? What are you worthy of? What is the evidence of that? What does that worthy of that look like? What are you doing now? Where are you going? What are you wearing? How are you feeling? And finish this sentence for me by releasing this old limiting belief I now choose to be. What is that word? By releasing this old limiting belief I now choose to feel. By releasing this old limiting belief, my future is now. And what is the one big overarching learning that your unconscious needs to know in order to release this old limiting belief forever? What does your unconscious need to know to safely release this? Keeping the positive life lesson, but not the limiting belief. And then when you're done writing, you can go and destroy that folder in whatever way feels right for you. Just go and destroy it. You might like to grab a torch, a flame, and set it on fire. You might like to rip it up into little pieces. You might like to put it through the shredder. You might see it evaporate as steam. You might even want to strap a grenade to it and throw it off a cliff. And once that folder's gone, there's a beautiful wooden table on your right with a pile of beautiful colored folders on there. Some have textures, some are sparkly, some are beautiful and bright, and find yourself the most perfect folder to replace the old limiting belief. And I want you to pick up your pen again and write down the name of that color of the new folder. And once you've got that, you can now walk over to your filing cabinet and place your new folder into the drawer, knowing that you can now safely accept this into your life. That's right, you're doing great. Put that file in, close the drawer, place your back against it, and take a huge sigh of relief. Now turning around and opening that drawer again, and this time to take out the next folder, the I Don't Deserve folder. And I want you to just notice what color it is, what it looks like. Is it small, medium, or thick? Maybe it's super heavy. Maybe it's organized and neat. And I want you to give that folder a rating out of 10, 10 being the biggest. Gosh, it could be 1,000. Whatever it is, just paying attention to what it feels like in your body as you're holding it. And just like last time and in a moment, we're going to destroy that folder. But before you do that, I'm going to ask your unconscious mind for full permission to safely release this old story, this old belief system that you've been holding on to, that was based on a lie, that was based on a distortion. It's not serving you anymore. It's not even true, but it's stopped you. It's held you back from taking action on things that are important to you. It's stopped you from impacting others in positive ways. It's stopped you from achieving. It stopped you from living your life to your fullest potential. And when you've got a full body yes, because you can see how beneficial it will be to release it, I want you to pick up your pen and start writing what is the biggest positive lesson that you can learn by releasing that old limiting belief around not deserving whatever that was. What do you deserve and why? What makes you worthy of deserving that? How does it feel to fully embody knowing that you deserve that? Believing with every cell of your body what you actually do deserve. What actions are you able to take now that will move you closer towards your goals, that will enable you to be the person that you want to be, that you deserve to be? And finish this sentence for me by releasing this old limiting belief, I now choose to be. By releasing this old limiting belief, I now choose to feel. By releasing this old limiting belief, my future is now. And what is the one big overarching learning that your unconscious needs to know in order to release this old limiting belief forever? What does your unconscious need to know to safely release this? And when you're done writing, you can go and destroy that folder in whatever way feels good for you. Maybe it's dissolving, maybe it's steam disappearing, whatever it is, just go and destroy it and feel the peace and the calm from doing that. And once the folder's gone, there's a beautiful wooden table on your right with a pile of beautiful colored folders on it. Some have textures, some are plain. Find yourself the most perfect folder to replace the old limiting belief. And I want you to pick up your pen again and write down the name and the color of the new folder. And once you've got that, you can now walk over to your filing cabinet and place your new folder into the drawer, knowing that you can now safely accept this into your life. You're doing really great, guys. Put that folder in, close the drawer, place your back against it, and take a huge sigh of relief. This time opening up that drawer again, and this time taking out the next folder, the I can't folder, whatever it is. And I want you to just notice what color it is, what it looks like. Is it small, medium, thick? Maybe it's super heavy, maybe it's organized and neat. And I want you to give that folder a rating out of 10. Whatever it is, just paying attention to what it feels like in your body as you're holding it. And just like last time and in a moment, we're going to destroy that folder. But before you do that, I'm going to ask your unconscious mind for full permission to safely release this old I can't story, this old belief system that you've been holding on to, that was based on a lie that's not serving you anymore. It's not even true, but it's stopped you. It's been causing you procrastination. It's caused avoidance. It's stopped you from taking action on things. And I want you to pick up your pen and start writing what is the biggest positive lesson that you can learn by releasing that old limiting belief. What can you do now? What is the truth of what you can do, of what you're capable of? Where can you go? What can you say? Who can you speak to? What can you achieve? And finish this sentence for me by releasing this old limiting belief I now choose to be. By releasing this old limiting belief I now choose to feel. By releasing this old limiting belief, my future is now. And what is the one big overarching learning that your unconscious needs to know in order to release this old limiting belief forever? And when you're done writing, you can go and destroy that folder. In whatever way feels right for you, just go and destroy it. Maybe you're tying a helium balloon to it and just seeing it disappear up into the sky, disappearing into the clouds. Just go and destroy it. And once the folder's gone, there's a beautiful wooden table on your right with a pile of beautiful coloured folders on it. Find yourself the most perfect folder to replace the old limiting belief. And I want you to pick up your pen again and write down the name and the colour of that new folder. And once you've got that, you can walk over to your filing cabinet and place your new folder into the drawer, knowing that you can now safely accept this into your life. Just feeling how good that feels, how empowering that feels. Good. And put that file in, close the drawer, place your back against it, and take a huge sigh of relief. Oh, feels so good. This time opening that bottom drawer again, and this time take out the I won't folder. And I want you to just notice what color it is, what it looks like. Is it small, medium, thick? Maybe it's super heavy. Maybe it's organized and neat. And I want you to give that folder a rating out of 10. Just paying attention to what it feels like in your body as you're holding it. And in a moment, we're going to destroy that folder as well. But before you do that, I'm going to ask your unconscious mind for full permission to safely release all of the aspects of this old I won't story, this old belief system that you've been holding on to that's holding us back, keeping us stuck, not serving us in our positive ways. And when you've got a full body yes that it's safe to release this now, I want you to pick up your pen and start writing. What are the greatest positive lessons that you can learn by releasing this old limiting belief? What will you do now? Where will you go? Finish this sentence for me by releasing this old limiting belief I now choose to be. By releasing this old limiting belief I now choose to feel. By releasing this old limiting belief, my future is now. And what is the one big overarching learning that your unconscious needs to know in order to release this old limiting belief forever? When you're done writing, you can go and destroy that folder in whatever way feels right for you. Just go and destroy it. And once the folder's gone, there's a beautiful wooden table on your right with a pile of beautiful colored folders on it. Find yourself the most perfect folder to replace the old limiting belief. And I want you to pick up your pen again and write down the name and the color of that new folder. And once you've got that, you can now walk over to your filing cabinet and place your new folder into the drawer, knowing that you can now safely accept this into your life. You're doing so well putting that folder in, close the drawer, place your back against it, and take a huge sigh of relief. Yes. And for the very last time today, in opening that bottom drawer again and take out the last folder, the I'm not folder. And I want you to notice what color it is, what it looks like. Is it small, medium? Is it thick or thin? Maybe it's super heavy. And I want you to give that folder a rating out of 10. Just paying attention to what it feels like in your body as you're holding it. And just like last time, and in a moment, we're going to dispose of this folder as well. But before you do that, I'm going to ask your unconscious mind for full permission to safely release this old limiting belief that's been holding you back, that's been influencing you with lies your whole life. It's created stories, it's impacted relationships, it's impacted maybe employment or study or your business or whatever it might be. It has plagued your history, maybe even your ancestors' history. And when you're ready, you can pick up your pen and start writing. What are the greatest positive lessons that you can learn by releasing this story, this old belief system? What is the truth of who you are? Everything that you're not is just a lie. It's just made up. The truth is who you are. Who are you? What are you? The you that was created. We are created in the likeness and the image of God, and God is love. So what does that mean to you? When you see yourself through the lens of pure, unconditional love, what do you see? And this one can be very emotional, and if emotion comes up, just allow it to be there. Finish this sentence for me by releasing this old limiting belief I now choose to be. By releasing this old limiting belief I now choose to feel. By releasing this old limiting belief, my future is now. And what is the one big overarching learning that your unconscious needs to know in order to release this old limiting belief forever? And when you're ready, you can go and destroy that folder. Feeling the weight of this one leaving your body. It has just broken off, completely snapped off in mind, in body, in spirit, and the freedom that comes from that is just phenomenal. And on your right, there's a beautiful wooden table with a pile of beautiful colored folders on it. Find yourself the most perfect, beautiful folder to replace the old limiting belief. And pick up your pen again and write down the name, the color of that new folder. And when you're ready, you can take that new folder, walk over to your filing cabinet and place your new folder into the drawer, knowing that you can now safely accept this into your life. And now just take a moment to look inside that drawer now, and it feels so good. What a difference that's going to make to your life. And I want you to close the drawer and take a huge sigh of relief. And I just want you to spend a moment here just feeling so good, just allowing your mind to show you, now that you know the truth of who you are, what you're worthy of, what you're capable of, what you can do now. How are you spending your evening or the rest of your week? What are you doing now? What can you do now? What are you doing next week? What does that look like next year? What's different now? And it might surprise you. Maybe they're little things that you're doing, or maybe they're really big things, but it feels exciting. It feels right. And that sense of rightness, that sense of alignment feels so good to the body. So now I just want you to head towards the doorway where you first walked in and open up that door. And that once dull hallway has lit up with all your new colors. And it looks amazing in there. And you start to skip and run and dance and spin towards that front door, because the joy and the freedom and the liberation and the excitement that you feel is indescribable. And you see yourself, you see your real self. You see the truth, you see your future. You see your potential, and you really believe that you have that. But you notice that when you get to the end of the hallway, that door has now changed to the door of your own home. And I just want you to imagine stepping into your threshold, stepping into your home, just feeling and seeing how good that feels now. Because you can have all those things. And it feels so good. And so now I want you to just open your eyes and get your learnings and the wisdom that came out of those folders and read them out loud to yourself right now. And once you're done with that, you can just close your eyes and just sit with that beautiful feeling for another moment or so, just allowing it to integrate into your body, into your mind, into your spirit. And taking in a nice big deep breath in through your nose and out. And then you can open up your eyes and come back into the room. Oh, and have a big stretch. I like to have a big stretch as I come back into the room with you as well. Welcome back. How was that experience? Who'd like to share? Erica, how was that for you?
I was just writing it in there, but that was amazing. I feel much more elevated and excited and ready to shine my light on the world. So thank
Amazing.
you. Thank you.
So welcome.
Yeah, really special.
What was some of the truths that came up for you? What were some of the learnings and the wisdom that came up out of those folders for you?
Oh, just very much that I'm worthy of abundance and being able to shine my light, you know, and be happy to do that and safe to do that. And I think the big thing is safe for me, you know. I'm safe to allow that into my life and you know, show who I am and enjoy that and be the real person that I am. So it's nice.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Well done. Thank you for
Thank
sharing.
you. Thank you. I do have to go and put my kids to bed. So
Yeah, of course.
thank you so much.
Great to see you, my love.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Good
See
night.
you next time.
Bye for now. Simone, how is that for you, my love?
Yeah, I struggle with mindfulness so I find it really hard to articulate exactly what it is that is making me feel so and I think, you know, like you touch on it, a lot of it is stuff that's coming up from my past that I'm sort of processing, and I think a lot of what I do, it's repeating patterns that I've learned. So probably one of the biggest things for me is I'm not worthy of success. Like I'm not and what came out tonight, it's interesting because I've always tried to work out where is my place. So I guess growing up, again, I think I came from the very traditional family. You know, mum was a stay-at-home mum, dad went to work, he was in control of the money, he did all of that sort of thing. Yet kind of in order to be recognized as successful, like in my dad's eyes, it was sort of the financial, the corporate gig, that's how you show it. But then I get the conflict though, because then it wasn't respected once I got there, because now I'm a mum and a mum should be at home with the family. So it was really weird. It's just, I find it really tricky.
Yeah, I got it. And I hear you.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about this process is because I even have some people, they fall asleep. So they're not even consciously aware.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing about this process, Simone, is that it's working on your unconscious mind. And so even when I'm speaking fast, I'm actually trying to confuse your conscious mind. So if you can't keep up with it, that's great.
Yeah.
Because we want to actually remove our conscious thoughts so that we can access the deepest levels. So if you couldn't keep up with that, that is a really great sign.
Yeah.
And whatever experience you had is exactly the experience that you're meant to have.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm.
Yeah. It's like, you know, when our children are in another room and parents or adults are in a separate room and the kids are asleep, but the adults are having a really big emotional conversation, like big emotion, right? The children will grow up saying, you know, I can't actually remember. I was brought up in a happy home. You know, I can't remember anything that was, you know, really big and traumatic. But as those conversations are going on around that child, even though they're consciously unaware, their nervous system is never turned off. So those 11 million bits of information are constantly downloading. And that's exactly what's happened for you tonight, Simone. So if there's confusion there and I couldn't keep up and I couldn't write and couldn't answer Kath's question and totally okay. That's exactly what was meant to happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I guess, is it something, therefore, I find I'm getting a little bit better each time. That's probably the third time I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All about safety, my love. Your subconscious, your nervous system's never going to allow you to let go
No.
of something until it feels safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done great, and well done for being here tonight.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you for sharing. Shondell, how was that for you, my friend?
Yeah, good. I've listened to a recording of when you've done one before and worked through that. But I get a little bit like Simone. I in the middle bit there was a little bit like she's taking off and I can't answer the question before I've got
good
something to say. But the start and the end, I was with you, and which were the more clearer things, I think, around, not being good enough and not deserving financial freedom. So.
Yeah, got it. And what was the truth that came up for you? What were some of the learnings that came out of the folders, or the wisdom and the revelations?
Oh, so around not being good enough, I now choose to walk in the fullness of me, to feel enough. My future is now certain and I see my potential.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. And then the other one was around, I actually said money doesn't control who you are and your success, but I deserve to have it because I choose to be generous so that I can then bless others.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And so now the big thing coming out of tonight is one thing to replace those beliefs. And now it's about taking action. Okay. And this is where we get to cement it into the caudate nucleus. So now that you have those truths, right, that I am, and this is what I see, and my future is now. Okay. What I'd love for you girls to do is to repeat those for the next 30 days and profess that and speak it over your life, right? Literally speak it into existence, into physical reality. So that's your home plate. And the other thing is taking massive, massive action. So what's one action step that will show you that those truths are real for you? What's an action step that you could take to prove these new beliefs right? Because whatever we believe, our behaviors and habits will prove it right. So what was one of yours, Shondell?
Being good enough.
Yeah, I choose to be good enough. Yeah. So what's an action step that you could take to prove that that is true, that you're good enough?
I don't know.
Okay. What if you did know?
Well, then I'd have to do it.
What could you do? What could you do to show yourself that you're good enough? Or that you're deserving?
Celebrate me.
Yeah. How could you celebrate?
Do something that I enjoy doing.
Okay, what would that be?
I'll go for a massage for sure.
Go for a massage. That was one of my massive action steps as well. And I actually did it again 2 weeks ago in Melbourne. It was awesome. Yeah. That was my action step.
Yeah.
Great. So when are you going to book in your massage?
This weekend.
Great. Awesome.
Okay.
That's your action step.
Yeah, that's good.
This is cementing it into the caudate nucleus, right?
Mm-hmm.
We want it, those neural pathways, we want to tell it it's true. Because when you do that, it actually cements and it says, yeah, you know what? You are deserving of success. You are deserving. You are good enough. And it cements it in for you. Simone, what's one of your truths that came up for you tonight out of your folders?
Oh, there are lots. Where do I go? I guess the power, like success is what each person thinks success is. Do you know what I mean? Like in my head, success is what's the word? I want to stop others, you know, have my own thought, like be happy in what I do, not what I think everyone else thinks that I should be doing.
Yeah, I love
Does that
that.
make
Oh
sense?
my gosh, totally. I get it. I've got it. Yeah. So so what is that for you? It starts with I am. If you start with the words I am.
Yeah. Success for me, I am going to make the time to map out my exit plan from my job.
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, I love
Yeah.
that, girlfriend. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Right?
So actually map it out. I mean, I keep
Yes.
saying I want to leave that because my passion is here. Like this is what I want to do. And
Yeah.
I keep saying it, but I need to be realistic about how
Yeah.
it is I'm going to get there. So have
Yeah. Awesome.
that.
I love that.
Yeah.
And are you working with someone at the moment, like your upline or your support team?
Probably, yeah, not yes, in terms of what I need I'm starting that process now in terms of what
Right.
financially it needs to be in order for me to
Yeah.
so
For your
working through the
exit plan?
logistics. Yeah.
Right. Awesome. So what would that
Yeah.
look like when you map that out? Is that talking to someone? Is it ringing Crystal or Jenny in head office? Is it talking to your upline tomorrow? What's the actual action step?
For me, it's a big one, which is why I keep putting head in the sand. It's doing an actual audit of my
Yeah.
own finances
Brilliant.
to understand where it is that I truly need to be.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Great. So when are you going to do that audit?
When am I going to do that? I am doing it. I'm working Friday. I'm away. It would be Monday.
Yeah, great.
Monday, because I have
Awesome.
Mondays off.
Brilliant. What time are you going to do that at?
Oh gosh, look at the pressure. Okay.
Yeah, we want to see you win.
I know. Yeah. Well, before I do the school pickup and life gets in the way again. So
yeah,
by 3 p.m. Monday.
3 p.m. Monday.
I'm going to have a handle on exactly,
Yeah, do
where I
an
stand.
audit of your finances.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I love that. If you
Take
girls
control. Yeah.
If you girls haven't done the money process yet, I urge you go and do that one. If you have a look in heaven's first law is order, right? And if we want to be abundant financially and have money come into our world, we must give it order.
Control. Yeah.
Yeah, we really do, Simone, my love.
Yeah. And
right?
I've been putting my head in the sand because of the overwhelm. And
yeah.
It was like a ding when we went right back at the start and you're talking about the procrast versus in control. And I thought, that's so true. When, as bad as it might be, I need to know in order to know where I need to go.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And I was the same, honey. Like I would, like money is, and it's a completely different topic, but we've kind of gone down that rabbit hole.
Sorry.
And I'm mindful of your time. But when you go and do the money process, you'll have a conversation around your relationship with money, because money is a relationship. How we relate to money. Yeah. Like we're doing God's work here. Money doesn't come from people. God gives you money. Being of service. You're being of service for God. That's what we get to do. God sorts the money out. But if we're not good stewards of what we have now, why would we be given more? Yep. Yeah. So let's get that sorted, darling.
Yep.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Is there anything else that would hold you back on Monday from not getting that done by 3?
No, because I've already made a start. Like I've at least already started to print out accounts. And
great. Awesome.
I even did iSelect and got a better deal on my
yes.
my electricity.
Look at
today.
you go already.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, ladies, I just want to say thank you for showing up tonight for yourselves, taking a stand for yourself, and really stepping into the truth and the fullness of who you are and what you're born for. One of the most powerful affirmations that you can say is I'm safe. Right? It's safe for me to give my money order. Right? It's safe to want what I want. It's safe to whatever it is. Okay, so wherever you're feeling a bit wobbly, just remind your nervous system, I'm safe and I'm ready for the next step. And you are, because you're here. And we're so grateful to have you on this beautiful mission that we're on together, because the work that you and I get to do together, we get to transform lives. And that's really special. We love hard, and we get to receive the blessings for loving hard. And I'm so proud of you. So well done for being here. I love you. Take care. Keep well. And I will see you again on another mindset call in the near future. Until then, bye for now.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
Appreciate.
You're so
Thank you.
welcome. Good night, ladies.
Bye.
Good night.